Phishing. This is the most widespread online scam, and it works like digital bait. You receive an email, a text message, or a direct message that appears to come from a trusted company, like your bank, a shipping carrier, or a popular streaming service. The message typically urges you to act quickly, warning that your account is compromised or that a payment has failed. It includes a link that leads to a fake website, which is designed to look exactly like the real one. If you enter your login details or credit card information, you are handing them directly to the scammers. The term itself is a throwback to actual phishing, where the scammer casts a wide net hoping someone will bite. Spear phishing. This is a much more targeted version of the standard phishing attempt. Instead of sending out thousands of generic emails, the scammer invests time researching a specific individual. They might browse your social media profiles, look up your workplace, or find details about your recent online purchases. With this information, they craft a highly personalized message that references your actual job title, your boss's name, or a recent project you were involved in. Because the email feels so familiar and relevant, it bypasses the usual suspicion a person might have. The goal is the same, to steal credentials or install malware, but the precision makes it significantly more dangerous. Fake online stores. These are fraudulent e-commerce websites that look professional and offer incredible discounts on popular products, from designer handbags to the latest gaming consoles. They often use stolen images from legitimate retailers and flood social media with tempting advertisements. When you place an order, you might receive a confirmation email, but the product never arrives. In some cases, they might send a cheap knockoff or an empty box to generate a tracking number and buy themselves more time. The scam relies on the urgency of a limited-time sale, pushing you to make an impulse purchase before you have a chance to research the store's reputation. Romance scams. This scheme starts on dating apps or social media platforms, where a scammer creates a fake persona to build an emotional connection with you. They invest weeks or even months into charming conversations, sharing fabricated stories about their life and career. Eventually, they introduce a crisis, such as a sudden medical emergency, a legal problem, or a business opportunity that requires immediate cash. Because you have developed feelings for this person, you are far more likely to send money to help them. The scammer will continue to request funds until you either run out of money or finally realize that the person you fell for never actually existed. Tech support scams. These scams often begin with a pop-up window on your computer screen that warns you about a terrible virus. The pop-up provides a phone number and urges you to call immediately. Alternatively, you might receive a phone call from someone claiming to be a technician from a well-known company like Microsoft or Apple. The scammer will guide you through steps that involve granting them remote access to your device. They then run fake diagnostic tools that show fabricated errors, convincing you that your system is severely damaged. To fix the problem, they charge you a hefty fee for a worthless service. The real harm comes if you let them stay connected, as they can also steal your personal files and passwords. Lottery and prize scams. You get a notification that you have won a large sum of money in a contest you never entered, or a luxury prize like a new car. The message claims you were randomly selected from a list of emails. To claim your winnings, however, you are asked to pay a small processing fee, taxes, or shipping costs up front. The scammers reassure you that this is just a bureaucratic requirement, but once you send the money, you will never hear from them again. The promise is always enormous, but the catch is always the same. Legitimate lotteries and sweepstakes never ask winners to pay money to receive their prize. Investment and cryptocurrency scams. These schemes promise massive, guaranteed returns with little to no risk. Scammers create elaborate websites and social media groups, showcasing fake testimonials from people who got rich overnight. They often promote new, obscure cryptocurrencies or high-yield investment programs that sound complex and innovative. In a classic version known as a rug pull, they build excitement around a new digital coin, attract a flood of investors, and then suddenly drain all the funds from the project, leaving the coin worthless. The push to act fast, combined with the complexity of the technology, makes it difficult for the average person to spot the red flags until the money is gone. Fake job offers. Scammers post attractive job listings on legitimate employment websites for roles that pay exceptionally well for remote work. After you apply, you quickly receive an offer letter and are asked to fill out official forms with your personal information, including your social security number and bank details for direct deposit. Alternatively, they might send you a check to purchase home office equipment from a specific vendor. The check clears initially, but it later bounces, and you have already sent money to the fake vendor. The job never existed, and the scammers now have both your identity and your money. Rental scams. This scam thrives on popular property rental sites. Scammers copy photos and descriptions from real property listings and repost them at a surprisingly affordable price. They claim to be out of the country or unavailable to show the property in person, but they are eager to hold the unit for you if you pay a deposit or the first month's rent immediately. They might even send you a lease agreement to sign. When you arrive at the address on move-in day, you discover that the property is either already occupied, not for rent, or does not even exist. The money you sent for the security deposit is simply gone. Account takeover scams. Here, the scammer's goal is to gain full control over one of your online accounts, such as your email, social media, or banking profile. They often use stolen credentials from a data breach, or they trick you into revealing a verification code sent to your phone. Once inside, they change the password and recovery settings to lock you out. From your email account, they can reset passwords for other services, and from your social media account, they can impersonate you and ask your friends for money. The damage compounds quickly because one compromised account often leads to the compromise of many others.